you definitely will remember it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fantastic.
The spirit of Emerald on the dance floor.
It's one of the biggest competitions in the United States.
I recommend to anybody.
This is crazy.
Really love that too.
Because you're looking forward to it and you're excited.
Today we are at the Emerald Ball, and we are going to talk about Pro-Am dancing, and I feel like David and Goliath at the moment, because maybe I need to stand up.
It's about poise, and you haven't got any at the moment. Come on.
Okay, so with me I have the Ballroom Giant, okay, and he is going to tell us what he looks for when he judges Pro-Am. So let's start with standard. What catches your eye, or even more, what catches your eye in a bad way?
Do you know what? It's really funny because when I judge Pro-Am, it's not that dissimilar to if I'm judging a normal comp. Initially, as a judge, I always scan across all the couples that are on the floor. I want to basically see if anyone does catch my eye. If someone does catch my eye, it's normally because they're entertaining me. That is normally the reason why. Sometimes, however, it can be footwork. And I have to say, that is one difference when the Pro-Ams, when some of the footwork isn't necessarily, how should we say, up to scratch. That can be very noticeable and it can draw your eye, especially heel leads in standard. I mean, it's in Viennese waltz, it's very, very unusual to see the correct footwork in a basic Viennese waltz, which is a little bit, sad. And that's the only real negative in standard when I'm looking. But to be honest, if I see someone with a nice heel lead, it normally shows in the top because they're not basically moving backwards and forwards because they're dancing onto a ball flat or a toe lead. They're using a heel, so their poise is able to stay up. So normally if they look good on the top, at Pro-Am level, normally they're good at the feet.
Yeah, that's very true. Pet peeves in ballroom?
I've just said one.
That was one. Yes, one. There must be more. There
There are a few, and this is where the partners come in. A little bit like Dancing with the Stars. A lot of it depends on the partner, on how they work together. And I am a great believer in the right choreography, depending on the level, because obviously basic-wise. Mm-hmm. But I remember when I was dancing with most of my partners were surprisingly too small for me. And I look back at some of the choreography that I was trying to dance, and it was like, why did anybody give me that? There was no way I was going to dance barrel rolls in jive, for example, something where I've got to go underneath the arms as well. So I actually think the right choreography for the right Pro-Am dancer, even in standard as well sometimes. Really sometimes, and when you see in Viennese waltz, they'll do a chain step on the corner, and I'm like, come on, the lady's got no chance. So then I would say, one of my pet peeves is when the pro teachers don't necessarily put their partners first.
Very, very good. Latin and rhythm. What about that?
Oh, don't get me on that.
Oh, we're getting you on that. We're totally getting you on that. Come on.
Do you know when I teach, and I don't teach that often, but when I do teach, the thing I always like to focus on is what dance are you doing? If someone is going to dance a rumba, I always say, what story are you going to tell me? Now, if I'm a judge and I'm looking, I want to know it's a rumba without the music on for a start. And a lot of the time, you can't tell if there's no music, and even some of the choreography is the same in more advanced. But I like to see, if it's a rumba, what story are you telling me?
Well, it's a rumba, especially in the pros, because they look as if they hate each other.
Well, I call that the divorce version, because you've got the romance and the. I happen to think that some of them just skip the dating, they skip the marriage, and they go straight onto the divorce part of the dance, like a paso doble and just killing the ball. They skip the whole storyline, and they just go straight for killing the ball.
What do you feel when some of the Pro-Ams start to give their instructors hassle on the floor?
I don't believe at any level of dance that is acceptable. At any level at all. I've seen, again, both ways though. I've actually seen instructors come off with nail marks on their hands from where the ladies have gone in like that. But the same thing, I've also seen some instructors giving their students, and I don't think you should see any of that on the floor, walking off the floor, and sometimes even walking on the floor. It's a little bit obvious when they're having a lesson walking on the floor. It's like, focus on the dance. You're not going to teach them anything new on the walk from the chair to the floor.
Well, Ballroom Giant, Mr. Gary Edwards, as always, it is a pleasure to talk to you. I know that we'll be talking to you soon about lots of exciting things going on in your life.
Yes, sleep would be very exciting for me at the moment because I'm not getting much. Lots of projects on the horizon, lots of amazing things around the corner. I think for dancing in general, especially for me as well, with different countries, obviously the American styles as well, there's lots and lots of exciting things going on right now in dancing.
Okay, well, thanks for coming and talking to us. Finish your drink. That'll put you to sleep.
Absolutely. I have to judge in a minute again.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I'm covering for someone that's not very well.
Oh, yes, there's always one. Anyhow, guys, anything you need to know about dancing, www.dancebeat.com. Cheers.